of the hour is who?
Andre Tyrone. What's going
Yes,
on,
Andre
everybody?
Tyrone.
Turn my mic up. Let me.
No, it's already turned up.
Oh.
I just kind of had a little.
Got you. Okay, I can hear me now. What's going
know.
on? What's going on?
I'm happy that you are here.
Ew.
Yes,
I always wanted to do that.
You always wanted to do that.
Yes, is that sad?
No, it's not. It's not sad. It's not sad. Yeah, it's not sad. Oops. Go. I'm sorry. Use my Instagram to send this to people. I'm sorry.
Yeah, use those long arms and stretch all the over there.
Why don't you take us down?
She's shaking the table.
Oh, she's shaking the table. I saw that.
Yeah. But anyway, y'all want to make sure you go and tune in to Logic Over Emotions Pod on Instagram. I mean, yes, please follow on Instagram. And then if you want to watch this, and use your phone too, you can go to YouTube, search at Logic Over Emotions Pod, and you will see that we are going live on Instagram. Okay? So thank you for coming in, Mr. Andre Tyrone.
Of course. Glad to be here.
So we're going to go ahead and see the topic that he picked.
The black sheep of the family eventually becomes the goat of it. For some reason, it always seems like the person that's the most looked over is the person that makes the biggest moves.
I didn't do that on purpose, but it was perfect.
It was, though.
It was perfect. It was perfect. So, sir, what made you pick this topic?
Well, it's simple. I am the black sheep of my family, and I am not afraid to admit it.
And what makes you feel like you're the black sheep of the family? What is the definition of black sheep to you?
For me, I think we have made that term a negative and dark term. Mm-hmm. I know in music, we say the underdog and things like that. And it's the same thing in the family. The underdog, the person that's always underestimated, the person that always wants to break generational curses, the person that won't stand for secrecy, and the person that won't stand for things that aren't right is usually the person that's casted out the most of the time, because of course in the black family there's so many rooted secrets, there's so many rooted diseases, there's so many rooted, just everything you can think of is in the black family, and we're taught growing up not to ask questions. Like, how many times have you said growing up, you wanted to ask a question, your mama said, you don't question no adults, or you don't question me. Well, Mom, how am I going to learn if I don't question you, if I can't question you?
Right.
We say this a lot. I used to get verbally and physically abused for asking questions, or for standing up and saying, I'm not doing this. This is not going to happen. I don't want this. And it wasn't until I got a little bit older when I really started to understand, Andre, you are the black sheep of the family. Like, you're the person that people be like, oh, here he comes. He's the one that wants answers. He's the one that wants to know. I can honestly say this about my family. I have no idea any history of illnesses. I don't know what kind of diseases are in my family. I barely know some of my family's birthdays, because growing up we didn't talk like that.
Right.
And that's how I am today. Like, my uncles, if I see them in Walmart, I might know what they look like, but I know nothing else about them. We didn't have a relationship at all.
Right.
But they're my uncles.
Right.
But that's okay in the black family.
Okay.
So I am not afraid to say it. I am the black sheep. I'm the one that people just be like, oh, he's going to come around. He's going to ask questions. He's going to want to know. And yeah. And it's going to be a fight, either a verbal one or a physical one.
Oh, wow.
And people didn't get that about me. They used to always say, Andre, you're always the funny guy. You're always the laughing guy. That's why. Because I had it so bad growing up. Not my immediate family, like my mom, like my grandparents, my uncles, my aunts. You were not allowed to question. Who are you questioning?
Okay. And so by you feeling that you are the black sheep, how did that affect you mentally? There
were times where I felt alone. I felt like when I was going through things like recently, just a couple of years ago, I was going through a mental breakdown where I attempted suicide twice. I didn't call my family because I could not call them and talk to them, because in my family, we don't do stuff like that.
Right.
And if it does happen, you don't come to me and talk to me about it. You shut up and you just deal with
Brush it under the rug.
Yeah, move on. And that's how I was taught. So I felt alone for a while, but now as I get older, I feel more empowered to know that I get a chance to start a new family tradition, which is with my nephews, not to have them feel like I felt with my uncles or my nieces, to be feeling the same way that my sisters feel with their uncles or my grandparents. I get a chance to be the person that does that, and it is a heavy load to bear. I guarantee you that. I still have like some of my younger siblings, and even my oldest sister. My cousins, they still come to me. They come to me instead of going to grandpa, or they come to me instead of going to their dad for financial help. Right? They come to me because they know I got their back.
Right.
They can't go to their
parents.
They can't go to them
because they have that old school training.
That's how they have it. And I mean, and knock on wood, like, I'm not saying don't believe in that stuff. That's how it used to be back there in the day. But as we get older, as things change, we got to change with it.
You got to evolve with
we
the
got
times.
We got to evolve it. Like simple things like, they used to say back in the day, it takes a village to raise a child. It doesn't take that today. It takes parents that want to raise children to raise their children.
Right.
You shouldn't have a village at this point in age with the technology and stuff we got. You should not have a village raising your children. Back in the day when they had horses and carriages, yeah. But as of today, you raise your children.
Right. Right.
So yeah, I wish I could make a shirt that says I'm the black sheep, but I think they already have those shirts out. So
well, I mean, put your name on it and it's different.
Maybe, yeah, but
or
yeah.
your signature at the
Right.
bottom. Okay.
But
and
I proudly wear it. Proudly wear it.
Okay, so have you? Okay, so mentally it has affected you,
Yeah.
where thank the Lord that you are still here.
Yes.
Yes, we want.
I was close, y'all.
Yes.
I was really close twice. First time was pills. The second time was pills, actually, too. But the first time was pills, and I was so close. I actually had the bottle, had the pills in my hand. The only thing that stopped me was my oldest sister picked up the phone when I attempted to call her. If she didn't pick up the phone, I would have taken the whole bottle and just laid there in the dark.
So happy that you failed.
Me too. Me too.
Right.
Good failure.
Very happy that I failed.
Failure. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad you recovered from that. And I do believe now you have your own, village. You know what I'm saying? Your own friends that you can call upon. How important do you think it is for parents not to cause their kids to feel like they're black sheeps?
Of course, the smart person in me says it's very important, but I can tell you this: it was important to me every time I opened my mouth. But you could, until you're blue in the face, tell them, "Hey." And I had this conversation with a lot of my family members, and I will stand there in front of them and tell them, what you did to me growing up, how you treated me growing up, how you didn't treat me growing up affected me today. And I can literally, like, I had this conversation with one of my uncles, and I was telling him, you weren't a good uncle to me growing up. Like, I was scared of you. I didn't want to be around you. You were abusive to me. And I could literally see him balling up his fist ready to fight. And this is the uncle that always beats up on me.
Right.
And of course, back then it's considered, when you're a kid, it's considered discipline. But as I get to 21 and 30 years old,
you fighting.
He shouldn't be beating up on me. And
Right.
I never fought him back. I never fought back. And the only reason why is because I know that he's still my elder, and I didn't have it, and I shouldn't have. But don't get it twisted. Today, in this age that I'm in now, if bro come up on me, it's gonna be on.
It's gonna be a straight.
It's gonna be a
That's what it's gonna
bloodbath.
be with me.
Promise you it is. But yes, it's important because, for one, a lot of parents, knock on wood, and just saying, a lot of parents, when they get close to about to leave this world and go to the next, then they want to make amends. They want to they want to fit a lifetime of hurt into 6 months of apologies and how can I make it better? You can't. How you could have made it better is by just listening. And that's why I tell my family all the time. I don't need you to go back in time and switch and fix things. I just need you to listen and hear me say, I am telling you that the reason that I'm the way that I am is because of the things you didn't do for me.
Right.
How you weren't there for me.
Right.
The conversations I couldn't have. The questions I couldn't ask. I like even today, seriously, this is serious. You're gonna laugh about this. My very first apartment.
Mm-hmm.
I was in the house for the first year of my first apartment by 9:15 in the bed. And it wasn't because I was tired. It was because growing up, I was taught that after 9 o'clock, if you outside, you either doing the nasty stuff and you ain't supposed to be. So you need to be at home. So I trained myself, not even understand,
wow.
like, Nick, bro, you pay the bills in here. You can stay out
Wow.
till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. This is you're grown. And it took me a long time to break that habit to the point now where I will purposely get up at like midnight and be like, I'm about to go open the door and go outside of my house, just stand out there.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because it was embedded in me.
But how old were you at the time?
I was 21 when I got my first apartment. And for the first year of my first apartment, I was in the house by 9:30. I would not
Wow.
leave that house. I locked up everything. You know how you lock up everything and you close the blinds, turn off all the lights. You know, something like an old
So you
person.
just
Ready for
was-
bed. Like it sound
Yes, it was embedded
Sound
in me.
lie down.
That it was
Did you
embedded
have
in
to
me.
go? I mean, did you have to go to work in the morning?
Yeah.
Well, at least you got some good rest.
Even if even on the weekends where you can go out and do your thing. 9:15, 9:30, I can't go out. And they're like,
Wow.
why you can't go out? I was told that if you go out after this time, it's for bad stuff. Like that's how I was conditioned.
So you, oh wow. So you're, wow.
Growing up, that's how I was
crazy.
conditioned.
That's a lot.
My sisters were too. We were all conditioned that same way. It was my oldest sister that broke that habit. She tried to tell us, you're grown, right? You don't gotta stay in here all night. You can leave and come back later. I was like, leave?
Yeah, I'm sure that was like a big transition though, because like
It was a lot.
Even when she realized, okay, yeah, I can be outside after 9:30, but now I'm outside. What do I do?
Mm-hmm. And every time my phone rang, I'm like, if it's my mama or it's my grandparents, what you doing now? It's
What you
10.
doing
It's
outside?
10:30.
Yeah.
Didn't
My
understand
mom
that at
says
that time.
that-
I didn't have to answer to you. It's 10:30. I'm a grown man.
Like my mom be like, it's 10 o'clock. Why are you going to the store? I said, because Burlington don't close to midnight. I'm going to Club Burlington, Mom.
Now even I question you about going to Burlington at midnight. Like, girl, what are you doing? Who shops at 11:30? Like, go home.
Right. She said, I do.
Club
Right.
Burlington. Check me out. Buford Highway. See me there. Yes, that is the club. And I go look and I go shop and there's no lines. You know what I'm saying? And I always believe what's for me will still be in the store.
That's exactly what I say. And that's what I say about being out. Like my family used to be like, my aunt used to do this thing when she got in my car. She would unplug my phone charger from the unit. She would say, they say that if you keep that plugged in, you can burn out your car. This is my car.
What they make it
Right.
do?
Right. This is my car. You don't have permission to do that. Like, this is my car.
Wow.
Like, take those kind of things to your car. And it's kind of like,
I mean, people don't have boundaries.
and in that regards, I had to kind of like remind my family, that I'm grown, right? So I'm going to need you to like kind of back up a little bit. And regardless of what you believe, anything could happen. I could be in the house at 9:30 and the house could burn down.
Right.
Or I could be outside and I can get shot. It's
Rebuke
either
that.
way. Like you just said, what's for me is for me. What's gonna happen is gonna happen. Ain't nothing you can say can stop that. Because you're not the
Facts.
man upstairs.
Facts. I mean, we lower our percentage when we go home, but I do get, you do. Like my mom's, my grandma says, the 3 P's are out at night: pimp, pushers, and prostitutes. Are you
my
one?
Wow.
And-
See, she went
But
all
she
the way
went-
there.
But I mean, my mama told me that's what my grandma said. So I mean,
But people
it's
are out
true.
too.
Yeah, that's a P. Look,
That's a P.
Look, that's a
People.
People. Look, I just added one on there. Look at that.
People out.
Look at that. Okay, so when did you know that you were the black sheep? Like when you learned the word, or did you always knew? Like, did you feel like I don't belong here or I'm different?
All right.
Like, what
Yeah.
age was that? Because
right.
the reason why I'm bringing this up is so that the younger men can
Yeah.
relate. You know what I mean?
Well, and I'm gonna tell this little story. I'm gonna try not to cry about it because I cry about it because it upsets me because you feel like you were treated one way until this was said, and now you got to look at it how have you been treated.
Right.
It was probably maybe a little bit over a year ago. My younger sister and my firstborn nephew were kicked out of my grandparents' house where she was staying for a little while. And my grandfather and my nephew got into, I don't want to say a verbal altercation, but my grandfather's older. He's close to 85 years old, 85, 86 years old. And my nephew at the time was 19 or 20. And there was a discrepancy about a dog. So my nephew decided he was going to go back to the house and quote unquote confront grandpa about the dog. Well, they were waiting for him when he got there. And as soon as they opened the door, they're calling the police saying that he's harassing them. And my grandfather actually pulled a gun on my nephew. So I race over there trying to, dispel everything because that's my blood.
Right.
My grandfather, but also my nephew. And I'm going to stick up for my nephew because I want to find out what's going on. So I rush over there. As soon as I get out the car, I'm already heated and I'm emotional and I'm screaming at the top of my lungs. How dare you pull a gun out on my nephew? Like, what is wrong with you? I'm yelling at my grandfather.
Right.
Now, I'm yelling at my grandfather as another man to a man, not a child to an adult, because I'm an adult too.
Right.
But they still see me as an adult. I mean, as a child. So in their eyes, I'm being disrespectful, which I didn't think I was. So I'm telling my grandfather, I can't believe you did this. I can't believe you did this. He looks me in my eyes and he says, leave my house. You've been a problem ever since you've been born.
Oh, wow.
Now, when he says this, one of my uncles, my stepfather, and my other uncle were all standing on the same side as my grandfather looking at me while he said this. And they're looking at me as if they agree with what he's saying and I need to get my ass out of there. So I'm standing on this side facing these men in my family telling me to get lost and I'm not welcomed here.
Right.
So I start looking at each and every last one of them and start telling them about themselves. Tell my grandfather, you're a coward. How dare you do this? Tell my other uncle, I respect you. I loved you. I cared about you. How dare you do that? How dare you stand here? Looked at my stepfather and I was like, you're supposed to be the father figure. How you let this happen? And I take my key to their house off of the ringer and I throw it down and I drive off.
And that's the last time you've been there?
And that was the last time that I physically went into that house and had a conversation with them. If I go over there now, it's only to see my mother. Like there's no way to have a conversation until we deal with that.
Deal with that situation that day.
I don't go to sleep and wake up and nothing's happened because that's how
I don't get that.
That's how stuff sits on you. That's how weight sits on you and stress and heart attacks happen. But my family is known for that. Stuff can happen 45 years ago. They'll never talk about it. But when they see you, oh, how you doing? I can't be fake like that to you.
Right.
So I only go over there just to see my mother. Who has Parkinson's disease, but I go over there just to see her. Like as far as anything in depth, I can't get past that night of having someone. And this is
being
my grandfather,
shunned, basically.
This is my grandfather, who I'm the firstborn grandson.
Right.
I'm there for him. I've been there for him. Anytime he needs a VCR hooked up, the TV hooked up, the car washed, I'm the grandson that came over there and did it for you.
Right.
I'm the one that was your ride or die right with you. And you say that to me.
Right.
And to this day, we don't talk about it. He hasn't acknowledged it. No apologies. So I can't move forward.
And the bad thing about it is that I realized men that were born earlier than the 60s, they don't believe in apologizing. They don't. They don't believe
I would say up until like the 80s, because I have some men in my family that they were born like the
70s.
They don't like to apologize. There's no accountability. Anything
Thank
they
you.
say, or no matter if it's said in a fit of rage or what, like it's okay. Okay, because they'll just be like, "Oh, I was mad." Oh, okay.
Right. Okay. What does that mean? Right.
But I have it's two comments here. I have DJ Serve one. He said that's how I was with my dad. We argued and I left at 18 and moved to Florida. And then sidewaysradio.com says that narcissists love no closure.
Oh yes, they
Yes.
certainly do.
Bring your mic closer to you, please.
100% agree with that. I don't even have a relationship with my father because he was abusive to my mother, and I still feel to this day as being in that situation and seeing I don't have any good stories about my father. All I have is stories of abuse. All I have is stories of neglect. All I have is stories of seeing my father like literally beat the hell out of my mother because the dishes weren't done or because he came home and, you know, he just was in a bad mood.
Right.
And she might have smiled the wrong way or she might be not paying him any attention. He didn't even speak. He just come over and just start wailing on her. Like, and I grew up in that all the way to age 5.
Right. Until she walked away.
That's all I saw.
But you were a problem since you were born.
Yeah.
But
I was a problem, right?
But you grew up in that type of environment,
yes.
like,
and I get that now because I said to myself, I wonder why my grandfather and my uncles never like went after my father, and I understand why. It's because they're just like him. They're abusers. They're narcissists. So that's why they're not going to go after their own kind. They're going to support their own kind. They're going to attack the ones that want to break the cycle, which is me.
Right.
So I'm the one that's the problem, even though
so you
all
end up
of
being the black
y'all
sheep.
do the same thing. So that's why I am the black sheep, because it's like, I'm not going to stand for it. I'm not going to allow it to happen. I can't be like you. I can't be 60, 70, 80 years old and be mad at nothing and be sitting on the sofa. Like my grandfather literally sits on the sofa in a section of the couch. That's his routine. Like, come downstairs, sit on that section of the sofa. He might go to the grocery store, or he might go here and nowhere else. And they say, "Oh, he lived his life. He's worked. He's still living."
Right.
Like, he lived his life.
I hate when folks say that. Oh, you know what I'm saying? They're set in their ways. You're not dead. You're set in your ways when you're dead. When you're living, you still got life in you. Do something. Go for a walk. Go to Walmart.
You said go for a
Do
walk.
like other old folk do and go to North Lake Mall and walk around the circle. But my grandfather
there's nothing in there.
he
Nothing
just
in
sits there and just stews. And it's like, I don't want to be that
Person.
He watched Law and Order.
I don't know what my grandfather used to watch Westerns, so I think he still watches Westerns now. But yeah, I don't want to be like that. And so me wanting to break that cycle and wanting to have that conversation, it's not allowed. Every time I bring it up, the exact words are, "You're being disrespectful."
By bringing up the topic, bringing up the disrespect.
Right, I'm being disrespectful.
Because I feel like, do you feel like it, by you bringing it up, it makes them feel like they're less than a man to talk about it? Because women are emotional.
I'm emotional too.
Right. But you have to understand,
Yes, I do,
back
yeah.
then it was, I'll punch you in your chest, you better not cry. Men don't cry. So
Yeah.
do you feel like,
I got that a lot too.
right, but do you feel like that's the reason why it's not taught, because that puts them in a more feminine, because we had a person that had a problem with that, a more feminine energy?
And I get that.
Or do you feel like that makes them feel like they're weak because they're admitting to their wrongs?
In my case, I feel like you're weak when you don't. When you don't admit you're wrong, when you're not able to see where you made a mistake and have and apologize. To me, you're a weak person. If you cannot, if I slap you and then I start laughing and I don't apologize for it,
Yeah.
like, to me, that's weak shit. Like, I should be able to be like, boom, oop, I'm sorry, I'm slapped. It's
Not
simple as that.
not like that.
Not like that. But I should be able to, to me, what I see a man being able to do is to, because we have been given this facade of what a man is. A man is supposed to provide. And that's pretty much what most of the men think that it is. Mm-hmm. That's it. All you're supposed to do is go to work, supply the paycheck, make sure the lights stay on, and you a man.
Well, that's what it was back in the day.
Yeah, but we are in 2026. When is that going to change along with every New Year? How come every New Year's we change the year, but the ideologies are still the same from back then?
Because they're the core of most people's lives.
Well, that's what I'm
You see what I'm
saying.
saying?
Then we
They're
can't say
they're
Happy New Year. We can't say New Me, New, because if you're still thinking in that same there shouldn't be men that are like me, 41 and 42 years old, still thinking that all men are supposed to do is provide, and that makes you a man, or doesn't make you a man.
I think the difference between like now and like what was going on back then is that like it wasn't necessary for a man to have to be accountable or anything like that or whatever, because the woman had to accept it anyway. But now
Had no choice.
Yeah, we had no choice, but now we have choices. Like we have the opportunity and the ability to like, because we couldn't even have our own bank account at one point in time. So, but now we do. So now it's like and I don't want to say it because I need my man, but but like
That's fine.
but
You
that's
can-
the
yeah,
but
yeah, I
it's
get you.
like we like I don't necessarily need you to survive anymore. Like I can go out and make my own money. I can get my own bank account. I can buy my own house. I can do all of that now or whatever. So like we're not at every beck and call of a man. It don't matter. Like he didn't have to be accountable for nothing. Because what you gonna do? Where you going? Where you and them kids going? Y'all ain't going nowhere. I'm a beat your tail. You know what I'm saying? The man gonna go to work and he gonna do whatever he feels a man is supposed to do. Like all he had to do then was just to
Provide.
make sure, was provide, and like but really that was like just financially, but everything else was like pretty much like on the woman. So like all that emotional stuff and all of that, like what are you doing? Like that's not that didn't matter back then, but now. Like now,
It's very important.
it's
for a man to be
important
able to
because
do
we
that.
because now we don't necessarily need you to
Yes,
provide.
there you go.
Right.
So like,
Okay.
so they
that's
don't. So like that,
you hit it
that
on the head.
transition, but nobody taught the men that that transition.
Yeah.
Like okay, like now
I
it's
see what you're saying.
And we
you know
don't
what I'm
teach it
saying?
today
Like,
either.
They don't know it's not because who gonna teach it to you?
Exactly.
Right.
Who's gonna teach it to you? I have
Well, I mean-
someone.
okay,
I'm
go
sorry,
ahead.
I have someone on YouTube. Mr. Reginald McMiller said that it's learned behavior. Just as far as like that's pretty much like kind
Yeah.
of what I was saying. Like it's learned behavior, but somebody got to unlearn you.
Exactly.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Right, but
Somebody
I
gotta
really
learn.
do believe that in order to unlearn, you have to be in a place to put yourself around people that don't think like you. You see what I'm saying? And so a lot of times people stay with the same brotherhood that they have. And so they regurgitate the same thing that they hear every day. Now, what is changing people's minds now is these podcasts that started in
Yeah.
2020, where now people are actually talking about, like we're talking right now, like
Yeah.
this platform is that they're freely to speak about those things that were swept under the rug. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I feel like the only way in that is going to happen is that you have to have some type of self-awareness, knowing that, hey, I want something different. But like Reggie said, if my daddy did it this way.
It worked for him.
It worked for him.
Look how I turned out.
And then that's a perfect example for me. I'm total opposite. My daddy, from what I remembered, was not emotional at all. He was just a provider and whoop your ass.
Right.
I didn't grow up like that. I mean, I do provide, but I emotionally, I love being there emotionally. Like I just said a little while ago when I said I might cry, I have no problem dropping a tear.
Right.
But there are some men who like, drop a tear? But what? Drop a tear? Yeah, I drop a tear.
Oh, it's him.
That's
Can-
mine.
I
Yeah.
was like, who found
Yeah. You saw me like
Yeah, I drop a tear. I cry. I get emotional because for me, that is the evolution of the 21st century of what a man should be. A man should be able to tap into their emotions. A man should be able to cry sometimes. A man, I mean, why not? Like,
A man should be a human.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's it.
For
That's what it
me,
is at the end of the
for
day.
me,
You should be a
growing up,
human.
seeing my uncles always stoic face every time. You know what I'm saying? Like even even when my grandmother died. When my grandmother died in 2017, and the coroner came to take her away, we walked outside while they took her away, and myself, my sister, and my nephew hugged my grandfather, and we were hugging him, and then he started to pull away from us. So then at that moment, we hugged him tighter. He kept trying to pull away. Then eventually he stopped pulling away and he started to cry. So we needed to break that that hardness. Like, you just lost the person you've been with for almost 60 years. Cry about it.
Right.
Don't go up in the room and just cry about it right here. We're with you with that.
Right.
So men got to understand, and of course the men are gonna be like, no man, I don't cry. I cry. I get mad. I get I cry. I get upset. I get emotional. But let me tell you one thing I will do. I will put on some Timberland boots, put these locks up, and whoop some ass.
Correct.
Because I'm still a dude at the end of the day.
Okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, and it's okay.
Sometimes you gotta show them.
But I will also be the first one to tell you that I will sit on the sofa and put this one leg under that leg. You know how girls sit and they be like, guys don't sit like that. I do. It's comfortable. Like, why we got to make everything feminine and everything? Just sit comfortably.
Yeah. I have a few. While we have a break in the combo, have Sideways Radio. They pretty much said that. SidewaysRadio.com says that they can't face the shame, basically about like just being accountable.
Yeah.
And that's what I was thinking too. Like, they don't want to face it because like if they change, that means they have to hold a mirror up to themselves.
I like that.
I can show you who you are.
Yeah.
But don't you dare show me who I am.
Right.
You know. So I agree with that. And then we were talking about
I like that.
DJ Serve one said big government. I am so sorry, y'all.
Put your phone right here so you can read.
DJ Serve one said big government daddy, and he was just referring to when I said like the women don't necessarily need the men anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like we can do for ourselves.
Y'all can provide too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, 'cause you need me just as much as I need you.
Right.
Like, you know,
we need each other.
We need each other, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. And then he also said emotional intelligence. He just giving like little phrases. He ain't really just going deep off into it. But I got you, DJ Serve. I think I'm picking up what you putting down. And then I'm picking up what you putting down. And then back on YouTube, Reginald commented again and said the generational curses which you broke will have to be taught for a change to occur, basically. And it is like you're gonna have to, and that just comes with self-awareness. Like, you have to like be able to understand like what's going on.
That's
he
what
just
I'm
commented
doing now.
again. Society has made it a point to make men feel weak to show vulnerability. I agree with that as well.
Ooh, I like that. That was good. Yeah. That's what I try to do with my nephews is like today, like going on today, just going forward, I text my nephews all the time. I tell them, if you need anything, call me. If you don't need anything, call me. If I see them, I hug them. I don't just be dapping up my nephews because those are like my boys. Those are like my boys. I don't just hug the girls and dap the guys. It's just love, like love. I love my nephews. I love my nieces. And I don't ever want any of them to feel how I felt growing up. I felt like my uncles didn't care nothing about me. I felt like my uncles didn't want to see me grow. I felt like, even sometimes I felt like my singing abilities and my career could have been a lot further if I had the support of certain people in my family. But when that ball dropped, so did my hopes and my dreams. Because I'm like, if you don't believe in me, and you're not teaching me how to believe in myself, we ain't got nowhere. We ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, because you're the adult. You know more than me.
Yeah.
You know, you have more experience. So
now as I grow up, I have a nephew who wants to sing behind me. Like, he's like, I want to be a star like Uncle Dre. Of course, I'm little Uncle Dre, but I always encourage him. I was like, go and do it. Whatever it means, however you want to be a singer, whatever kind of singer you want to be, wherever you want to be, do it. And I'm behind you 100%. Because I don't ever want those kids to feel like I don't care or I'm not there or they can't come to me.
So by you being the black sheep, do you feel like they didn't feel like you would be where you are now? Because it seems like the black sheep will always, you know, like the topic, he was like, you're normally the one that's going to end up showing up and showing out.
Yes.
So do you feel like...
Yes, because to me, being the black sheep of the family is now what I consider my superpower. Because everybody can't be the black sheep of the family, but use it as a teaching tool, use it as something to teach the next generation. Not just be like, oh, my family doesn't like me, so I'm just going to be alone. No, my family doesn't like me. I don't care. Y'all stay over there, down there where y'all at. I'm gonna be up here.
Right.
And when I get up here, I'm gonna acknowledge you.
Right.
I'll get you a little hello and all that kind of stuff. You know, what's up? This is my people that I'm related to.
But don't you dare have your hand out asking for no money.
Don't ask for nothing else because you didn't help me get to this level. realizing that if I stayed where you wanted me to, I wouldn't be at this level. That's what so being a black sheep for me has become my superpower. Like I wear it proudly at this moment. I'm like, it's good. I don't want my nephews to ever feel that way because I don't know if this generation can handle the depression that comes with feeling like no one wants you, because the suicide rate at this point in time is high.
They say one male kills himself a day.
It's high, very high. I have a one of my cousins, a cousin of mine. He didn't even make it to 30. He took his life in 2009 by running in front of a train. Because he had mental issues, he didn't
and that's
feel,
not addressed in the family either.
He didn't feel love, and every time I bring it up, I'm told to shut up, or people get ready to ball up their fists and fight, and I'm like, I can't talk about the suicide of my cousin and why it happened.
Right?
Like we don't talk about it. Why? What's so, again, secrets?
Right.
Things that they just don't want to deal with, and I'm like, we don't talk about it. We don't. People that have died, what they've died. Like, I just want to know where I come from.
Seems like your family doesn't want to feel any type of emotions.
Nothing at all.
So they see emotions as weakness.
Yeah,
like
because it makes you be. It's again, it goes back to accountability. Like there was like, I'm just gonna give a little bit about me. I know this about the men, but I think it kind of goes with it. When I was growing up, I had like a bunch of cousins, like on my dad's side or whatever. And I always felt like there was some type of disconnect. And we all went to the same school. We rode the same bus. Now their grandmother was my aunt.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe like about 12 years ago now, something around there, I found out that, and this was on my dad's side, found out that my dad had a sister and a brother. And the lady who I thought was my aunt was actually like a distant cousin.
Right.
And once I found that out, I was like, okay, that makes so much sense. That's why I felt like some type of like disconnect. Like they were all so close.
Right.
You know, and like, and not to say that I wasn't necessarily treated any differently or anything, but I just felt that like as a child, elementary school, I always felt that. But now, like I said, like now that I know like that's not actually like I'm thinking these like my first, second cousins. They like fifth, sixth, you know.
Right.
They down the line,
right.
You know, so like, but like now I know that, like now it makes so much sense. So it's like, and my dad, like rest in peace, he said that he knew that. But you let me go around calling my aunt, and you can't tell me she's not my auntie now, you know, because that's all I know her as. But you couldn't tell me that she wasn't my aunt. Like this really my cousin? What?
Yeah.
Like so like stuff like, even if it's not talked about, you still can feel that disconnect. And I don't know why are we like that?
I don't have a clue.
Why are we like that? Why do we keep these secrets or whatever? You know.
I don't know.
Like Reggie said, it's passed down. It's learned. Yeah. It's learned.
Yeah.
And then of course I advocate for myself. I advocate for therapy. I've been in therapy now close to 4 years. You know, there's either going in to see someone, or you can do the app. If you don't want to be that, I'd use the BetterHelp app, where I don't have to go into an office. I can sit at home on my sofa.
But most of them are doing virtual therapy,
and it helps because it makes you have to go back and you have to be accountable, because I'm not perfect. I'm sure I know I've done things to my family and my family that may have caused some pause, but I have made amends for it and moved on. It's my family that's still stuck in that same, we ain't do nothing wrong. You the problem. I continue to go to therapy.
We have 2 comments. DJ Serve and Sideways Radio, thank y'all so much for tuning in. And
they can call in too.
Yeah, you can definitely call in.
What's the number? It's 404. It's 404-479-9923.
For everybody that didn't hear Toya, the phone number is 404-457-9923. We would love for y'all to call in, give your thoughts.
Oh, I had it wrong.
But okay, so don't listen to Toya. I have the number right here in front of me.
Don't listen to Toya, y'all. Listen to
again, it's 404-457-9923. In the meantime, DJ Serve said that, and I really love this comment, family and relatives are 2 different things.
Ooh, yeah. Agreed. Definitely agree with that.
Yes. And then we have Sideways Radio. He says that realizing that your own family is out to get you is hella motivating.
Whew.
Whoa.
It's like right. It's like
Oh,
it's
we
like
have a call.
it's like a Red Bull.
Caller.
It really is like a Red Bull.
Thank you for calling Logic Over Emotion. Who am I speaking with? Hold on one second. We can't hear you. Give me
Kentrell,
one second.
you can we can hear him.
Oh, y'all can hear
Yeah.
him? Okay, got you.
What's up, Kentrell?
I can't hear him.
Andre, Tyrone.
I hear you. I hear him in yours.
Mm-hmm.
We can be
Yep.
slightly angry at our older generation, but some of the things they went through, they had to keep stuff in the house.
Right.
So that's all they ever knew. And now we at a generation where we able to seek therapy. Because a lot of us who go into therapy now, nobody in our family ever had therapy.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're
Right.
some of the first ones. So this generation curse is going to take 40, 50, 60 years to even break that cycle.
Mm.
But at the same time, we still got to have the support of society because, again, a lot of people speak about therapy. But once a man starts showing that vulnerability and emotions, oh, he's weak. Oh, he's sassy.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Mm-hmm.
know it's social media, but social media
You get a
slightly
ding.
helped running the world.
You're right.
So it's like a give and take thing that we're fighting right now to try to break the curse because of it's so many people that's still going by that learned behavior and never been that's not knowledgeable about emotional support or just providing the information to someone else. Almost like a gatekeeper. It's like gatekeepers not
Yeah, the
providing the
gatekeeping.
information
Mm-hmm.
because a lot of people are scared to come out about their in therapy or their emotional struggling with something because they're scared of what society will look at them as. So even if they're seeking help, it's hard for them to push the narrative of getting help.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of get where I'm going? I'm everywhere with
You
it.
know, you're
No, you're
actually,
good. You're
actually,
making a lot of
no,
sense.
you're making a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But okay, so my question is to you, what do you think needs to happen in order to fix that? Because you just said it's going to take 50 to 60 years. What is the first step that people can do to start that going into that direction?
Honestly, it has to start in the home.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
What I mean by that is what we're providing the kids as well as
Yep.
the relationship values of what we're having and people really being there. Because I see a lot of people that aren't in relationships, definitely men that I'm friends with that don't know how to be vulnerable because once they show certain vulnerability, it comes off in anger because they've never been taught. So it's more so it's
Mhm.
like we have to really push that narrative of therapy and really put our hands around our people and really like understand that they need that emotional support. Women, to me, women are better because they're able to talk to their friends. A man will hold it in
Yep.
and walk around, and then that emotion builds to anger.
Yep.
And that anger is what we previously seen as that's what's being a man because
Mm-hmm.
rah, tough. But in reality, if you can go home and you can be vulnerable to your woman and she can accept that vulnerability and make you open for it, it makes it easy for you to open up to your friends who's open up to other people, and it just become a cycle of how men can open up. But if you can't start in your own home and have a person that you're close to and vulnerable to, not just your homeboys, like definitely if you're in a relationship, you can't be vulnerable to that person, then it's going to consistently be hard because a lot of men feel like we can't be vulnerable because they don't know how to open up to a woman
Right.
without feeling like they're being sassy or they're
Right.
being too emotional. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah. I totally.
we're human beings at the end of the day.
You dropping gems, sir. You dropping gems.
Gonna make a lot of people go back and think their relationships and be like, is this
Yeah.
person for me? Because I can't be myself. Right. But yeah, I get it. Definitely.
Yeah, and that's the reason. What he's saying right now is the reason why I made this platform because there are so many platforms for women to speak their piece.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many. We have sisterhoods. We make sisterhoods in the middle of the grocery store. We can talk to whomever. You know what I'm saying? A man can't be at the. Yo, man, what do you think about this Kool-Aid? Is it good? You know what I'm saying?
They're talking about sports.
Yeah, it's sport. But I'm just saying that it's easier for women to go out and vent and go do what they do. But now me and Bree are bringing this platform.
Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah. Me and Bree are bringing this platform. Thank you, Reggie. Right? Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Reggie, for calling in.
We appreciate you.
Yes, we appreciate you. This platform so that men like Reggie, men like Andre, B. Scott, Jerry, Darius, CJ, all of those ones that actually said come out and speak their piece, like Cyrus Radio and DJ Serve. These are men that are telling me they're wearing their emotions on their sleeve. And so I want to say thank you for even just supporting this platform for y'all to speak freely. So he really did it. He did a great job.
Yeah.
He did a great job.
Did.
Can I get my phone real quick?
No.
Yes, I need it for the questions.
Oh, okay. Well, you know I got short arms. God, dog it.
We tried.
Everything is falling.
Where did it go?
No, it's right there. He probably can get it.
Look, she's gonna take the thing off his head. Well, while you're doing that, DJ Serve said, "Yeah, you need to be a safe space to open up without them spitting it back in our face." And I definitely get that, but I feel like you know how they say like women are like have like pookie pickers. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all.
No, I don't know what that is.
You never heard that? Like a
No.
pookie. You picking you dating Pookie. Like Pookie toxic. You know, Pookie ain't doing nothing for you or whatever. You should be able to like pick someone that you should feel safe with. Like if you can be like a child, or you know, in every chapter of your life, like this person should, you know, be for you. But even with me, like you can't. I don't care about you. If I tell you something, like if I'm vulnerable with you, I don't care about you spitting it back in my face. I'm living my truth out here.
Yeah,
You
but
know,
I tell
like-
you all the time, people are not built like you. You can't.
You're right.
A lot of people. Yeah, homie. Yeah, like you can't. I'm sorry.
I mean,
you
but
can't, you
but
can't
still,
do that.
like,
I mean, for people who are probably,
to me, that's like a lot of ego. Like you can't make fun of me about something that like about who I am or what I'm doing or whatever the case may be. Like if you tell me that's your favorite color yellow, ooh, your favorite color yellow, ooh, like who cares? Like that's that's a part of you.
Yeah, but I really
You
believe
you cut
it.
that person off. Like you know that at that point that's not the person for you. I can't trust you to be vulnerable with or whatever. So like now I'm just gonna move on. Like. You know, I don't know. I guess like you said, that's just me. Like you can't make fun of me about me. Like that's like how like Lizzo was like, you know, people say something about her being fat. Look, she look in the mirror every day and see what size she is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
Y'all gotta remind her that she's.
you gotta remind me of who I am or of what I'm going through. I live that every day. If you don't like it, tough. Go find somewhere else. You know, like, but I guess that, like you said, that comes with like that emotional maturity and just feeling comfortable in who you are. Because if you're not comfortable in who you are, then you probably at that point you shouldn't be in that relationship or whatever the case may be. You shouldn't be like trying to like make more friends or whatever. You need to like heal yourself first.
Mm-hmm.
So nobody can't nobody tell you nothing about you.
Right.
Right. So we're gonna end this show with 5 questions, sir.
Well, they're good questions too.
Okay, what part of your life needs more attention right now? Your purpose, your partner, or your peace?
My purpose, I believe, right now, because I know what it is. I really do. But I need to make some arrangements in other parts of my life so that I can get back to my purpose.
What are you chasing that might be costing you more than it's giving you?
Money. Definitely money. Money. I'm chasing, like I said, chasing the bag. I'm chasing the bag. It ain't,
If your child or future child watches, sorry y'all, I'm about to.
I don't air.
I don't air. If your child or future child watched how you live today, what lessons would they learn? You could just give me one or two.
He's strong. He's real strong. That's what they would say.
Resilient.
Mm-hmm.
I would say resilient for you.
Yeah. What emotions do you avoid the most, and what would happen if you actually faced it?
Sometimes I avoid like getting emotionally invested in something only because I feel like it's my Aquariusness in me that makes me kind of be like, oh, I'll cry tomorrow. Like, I'm not going to really cry about it right now. I'm not going to deal with it right now, but I'm going to be here for you.
And last question, what does winning look like for you in this season and not in everybody else's?
Winning looks like for me being able to continue to live in my truth, continue to be the unapologetic me, regardless of what anyone feels.
Okay. And if I know I said 5, but this one I can't remember. I always have to ask this. I'm sorry, y'all. But what would you like our listeners to know about being the black sheep?
I didn't always think that I was. I used to think that everything that my family told me and taught me was right, and that adults in my family could never be wrong. You know how they say the customer's always right? I used to think that my family's always right. I used to think that mom was always right. Grandpa was always right. Until I realized that it was right for them. It was right to them. That right could have changed 25, 30 years later.
Right.
So realizing that being the black sheep of the family, like the caller said, allows me to teach the next generation how to stand up, how to break these generational curses, how to be better men and better women, how to be more open and honest with your children, with your kids, with your loved ones, so that you can have a better future, so that we won't continue to die with secrets and lies and mistrust and just all this negative stuff that can be avoided as we're living. Like they say, give you your flowers while you're living. I want all my flowers while I'm living. I don't want you at my funeral crying and laying flowers on me, because at that moment, there's nothing you can do.
Enjoy them.
I can't enjoy them. Give them to me now. So being the black sheep of the family, I am excited and happy to wear that because it is my superpower.
All right. So
that.
thank you, Mr. Andre. Is there any chat questions or comments?
So I have, Reggie's in YouTube. He said, amazing show today.
Thank you, Reggie, for calling in.
Thank you so
I
much.
wanted to ask you one more question, but you hung up.
I know, I heard
Reggie said,
I
I
just
said
wanted
my
to tell you
piece.
thank you. Make sure you subscribe and follow, okay?
Yes. And share.
And share.
He put LOL.
Yeah.
Yeah, and share.
But this is good. This is really good. I congratulate the
This
both
was a
of
really
you.
good
This
show. I
is
liked
Yes, thank
this
you.
platform is perfect, especially for someone like you. Like, I know you. This is perfect for you.
I know. We've known each other since 10th grade.
Jeez, Lord.
Yes.
So you know some of these people that he's talking about.
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. Well,
No.
you did say they weren't really.
Right.
No.
But
I
yeah,
don't.
this
No, I don't.
is a beautiful,
another-
amazing platform.
Okay.
I have another comment. I am the real Deborah Ware.
It's Deborah.
Deborah.
Deborah, I don't know you, but I didn't want to be left out. Deborah. So she said it helps you to break those chains. I'm guessing she's talking about like just being the black sheep and just
Because she
being
is
aware.
also the black sheep of her family. Like
Okay.
and she talks about it in a lot of her books and
Yeah,
her
a lot
music.
of her books. Check it out.
Yeah.
Okay, so Deborah and Andre have a podcast called Live in the Divas Den. So make sure you check that out. I want you to go ahead and let people know where they can see you, follow, all that stuff right now.
Every single social media is I am Andre Tyrone, or I am the real Andre Tyrone. You can, I would love to have you as a fan or a supporter of my music. If you just type in Andre Tyrone, all of it comes up. I am a recording artist. I am an inspiring and an aspiring artist. I'm a movie star coming to screens all over the place. I'm working on that. Shout out to my 480 Music Group family. I love y'all. I thank you two for this opportunity. Like I'm so blessed to be a part of this. I'm blessed to be in this fabric of this. Like this is big.
Cause it's about to go boom, boom. I'm already there, y'all.
Already there.
You're gonna see me on Netflix. You're gonna see me on Warner
that'd be
Brothers, at HBO Max. You're gonna see me everywhere, honey. YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Okay, I'm even gonna be on Switch and all them other things. I don't even know what. I'm also gonna be in China. China is going to approve
worldwide.
approve my show. I speak it into it. My show's gonna be that good that China will let people listen to it. Bang. Claim it. Anyway, Bree, go ahead and let them know
Where they can follow me at.
where. Wow.
Okay, so
Hold up.
I love
I mean, we talking about all type of stuff. Okay, so you can follow me on IG at Bree_Badu, and on TikTok, I believe it's just Bree Badu. 1 E, not 2. Oh, I like that. Bree Badu, 1 E, not 2.
Stamp it.
Yes, I like that one. I like that.
You know, that's how you find your
Off top.
coins.
I love that.
Make
That
sure,
was good.
Make sure it makes you do it. All right, y'all. This is Toya Victorious. You can follow me at This Is Toya Victorious. You can go to the ToyaVShow.com to get some more episodes. Go ahead and go to Apple, Spotify. You can see some of our topics, some of our audio to our shows. You can also go on at the Toya V Show to actually watch some previous shows as well. Make sure you follow us on Logic Over Emotions Pod on Instagram. Make sure you follow us on YouTube at Logic Over Emotions Pod. Make sure you subscribe, comment, and share. Okay, we want to thank you for our night. And this one thing that I want to close that moved my heart so much is Proverbs 4:7. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom, and with all thy get understanding. So thank you for coming, because this is Logic Over Emotions.